LoreWarrior Online, NGS-4S Nightsky. Overview. The Nightsky was a mid-range continuation of the Federated Commonwealth's successful Hatchetman, Axeman series, which brought melee combat weapons into regular use on the modern battlefield as a powerful and heat-efficient combat option for the experienced mech warrior. Intended to offer speed and firepower as well, the fact that the clans disdained physical combat played a role in the decision to develop this mech, as a means of leveling the playing field by enhancing one of the few areas where Innisphere mech warriors held an advantage over their clan counterparts. Capabilities. The basic Nightsky produced on Hesperus 2 uses many of the same design features as the Fedcom signature hatchet-wielding mechs, including jump capability and full head ejection, though the Nightsky's head does not achieve the same distance after ejection as its more aerodynamic predecessors. Mounting a right arm hatchet, switchable to the left for left-handed mech warriors, the Nightsky can be formidable in melee combat, and boasts the mobility to get close enough to use it under most battlefield conditions. This weapon is backed up by a quartet of pulse lasers, one large, two medium, and a small, that give the pilot devastatingly accurate firepower even when making the most of the mech's maneuverability. Deployment. Nightskys quickly proliferated throughout the Federated Commonwealth after their introduction in 3053, with many replacing Hatchetman or Axemen lost in the opening years of the clan invasion. By the time of the Lyran secession from the Commonwealth, distribution of this mech had become fairly even between the two once allied states, resulting in Nightskys appearing amongst many of the pro-Victor Davian troops as in pro-Catherine forces during the Fedcom Civil War. Variants. 4 major variants of the Nightsky have surfaced since the mech entered production, all of which retain the hatchet as the primary close-range weapon. The 4T variant sports an extended-range large laser in place of the large pulse, and uses the reclaimed tonnage to mount an anti-missile system and a standard small. A low-heat variant, the 5S model, strips out the Nightsky's jump jets in favour of additional double heat sinks. The NGS-5T, on the other end of the heat spectrum, retains the mech's original mobility and heat sink capacity, but swaps the large pulse in favour of an extended-range PPC. The newest Nightsky variant, the 6S model, is the most radical by far. Trading in the XL engine for a light fusion design of equal rating, this design improves its battlefield survivability and reduces its cost somewhat. Furthermore, all of this variant's weaponry have been replaced by 7 extended-range medium lasers in the side torsos, head, and hatchet opposite arm. Despite being a heat monster, this configuration promises to be quite effective as a battle armor hunter-killer. Notable mech warriors. Lieutenant Osius Eisenberg. Born and bred in the Lyran half of the Federated Commonwealth, Osius Eisenberg was serving in the Davian Heavy Guards when Archon Catherine Steiner Davian created the Lyran Alliance and seceded from the Union. In the brutal fighting on Asgard's Ragnarok Plains during Operation Bulldog, Eisenberg was a lance commander in the Guard's 2nd Battalion. During this battle, elements of the Smoke Jaguar's Epsilon Galaxy Command Trinary broke and ran from the Combine's 3rd Benjamin Regulars. Their path of retreat aimed straight through the position where Eisenberg's company was stationed. In minutes, the Guards were overwhelmed by clan, heavy Omnimechs and Elementals, forcing the Davian troops to engage the superior skills and technology of the clan attackers in a fierce delaying action, while Combine reinforcements raced to the scene. Making the most of his Nightsky's capabilities, he turned his sights on a clan Fenris, using his jump jets to close in while his pulse lasers wreaked havoc on the clansman's armour, before bringing him down with a well-aimed hatchet strike to the enemy's cockpit. Only later, after the rout of the Jaguars, did Eisenberg learn that his foe was one of the Jaguar Trinary's Star's commanders. The Grinning Mech. It always looks like it's smiling to me, the Nightsky. It's an ugly spud, let's put it that way. It is not pretty. Again, Matplog did his best with what was understandably a pretty crappy looking design. I mean, I like the little note on it where it says insert hatchet A into head B written on the hatchet, which is quite a nice little touch. It's a bit of a weird location for it, but whatever. The Nightsky, let's face it, is not going to win any competitions in the beauty department. Let's put it that way. But yeah, it's a 50-ton medium mech with the Darwinian standard chassis, a power plant of a Vlar 300XL, cruisers at 65, maxes at 97 kph, with Hildco Model 13 jump jets giving 180 meter jump capacity. Its armour is provided by Kalon Royal Star. Armament is a Sutel Precision Line Large Pulse, 2 Sutel Precision Line Medium Pulse, and 1 Sutel Precision Line Small Pulse. Manufactured by Defiance Industries, their primary factory being Hesperus 2, with the communication systems Tharhees Calliope HM10, with targeting and tracking provided by Tharhees Ares 8A model. You know it's good when it's Tharhees. Yes, so it runs 9, walks 6, jumps 6. It has 22 heatsink capacity, provided by 11 double heatsinks, with armor of 3 on the head, 16 on the CT, 12 on the right and left torso, and 8 on the arms, and 12 on the legs. This would horrify you MWO players out there, because of course if the armor was this low, you'd be dead in seconds due to the high alpha striking capability of everything MechWarrior Line. So just imagine those numbers, but doubled, and then add the little bit on that you get from the armor and internal bonuses from your skill tree. And let's face it, if this was ever in MechWarrior Line, the only version you ever see used is the 6S, because, let's face it, it's got all the wub you need. Was it 7 energy hard points on a 50-tonner? Would be fucking brutal. Let's not dance around the subject. The other versions are already laser boats, but the version that comes with 7 energy hard points, combined with the fact that it can take a massive engine as well, giving it incredible speed in MWO again with the skill tree and all the rest of it. This thing would actually be a monster, hatchet or not. And to be honest, the hatchet only takes up 4 tons of your weight, combined with the fact that you can probably swap out other bits. Most people probably take out the jump jets anyway, and once you've factored in running it as like a small pulse boat or a medium pulse boat or something like that, this thing would be friggin' deadly. On the table, I've never used one personally, usually because a lot of the times we've played it's never been in the later stages, but this thing I could imagine being very effective. Obviously the bonus to hit with the pulse lasers is a nice touch, and the ability to get in close and choppy is always fun, especially with that extra damage that's added by the hatchet. So yeah, it's just a pity. It's just such a dopey looking mech. That grin, you can't unsee the big smile on its face every single time. And like, does it have like a weird carapace? Is it a shell on its back? I'm not sure. Is it like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Is that what it's supposed to be? Because if you look at the chest, it looks like the kind of crisscross turtle pattern on the belly. Just underneath, it's got the big smile like a dopey Ninja Turtle, and it's got the shell on the back. I think it's a Ninja Turtle mech. I think that's what it is. I can't unsee it now. I've ruined it for myself forever. Nightsky, you're dead. You're a distant memory now. Goodbye. Goodbye.